Hi kids, it's me, Poppy. Welcome back to Poppy Time. Today's book is There's No Place Like Space, written by Tish, Rabe, and illustrated by Aristides, Ruiz. I hope you like today's book. I'm the cat in the hat, and we're off to have fun. We'll visit the planets, the stars, and the sun. There's no place like space. I will prove it to you. Your mother will not mind at all if I do. Jump in, here we go. We will fly up so high we can dance on the moon and play games in the sky. We will swing past the stars, and in case you have missed them, we'll see you soon. The planets in our solar system. There are 8 of these planets that circle the sun, and soon you'll be able to name every one. Mercury's close to the sun's burning light. It is hot in the daytime, but freezing at night. On Venus, the weather is always the same, hot, dry, and windy, with no chance of rain. Says today's weather on Venus, really, really hot, nearly 900 degrees Fahrenheit, windy and dry. Can you guess the next planet? Well, here is a clue. It is my home and home to thing 1 and thing 2. You have been living on it each day since your birth. It is third from the sun. It is our planet. Do you know where we live? What planet we live on? What planet do we live on? Earth. We live on Earth. It spins all the time, round and round like a top. It turns once every day, and it never will stop. This says home sweet home. And this is the earth. And we all live on the earth. You live on the earth, and I live on the earth. This question had thing 1 and thing 2 in a tizzy. If the earth's always spinning, why don't we feel dizzy? We don't feel the earth as it spins on its way because we're spinning right with it right now, every day. That's hard to understand for me, so I bet it's hard to understand for you. Next, here is Mars. It's the color of rust. We sneeze here because it is covered with dust. So this is the color. This is rust. That's the color of Mars. It's very dusty. Travel to Juniper, and you will find it is bigger than all other planets combined. Saturn has rings. It's so light, who would think it could float in an ocean and not even sink? So anytime you see the planet that has the ring around it, that's Saturn. Oh, I skipped a page. A planet can have satellites that surround it. Uranus has lots of these objects around it. That's Uranus, and these are all the satellites. There are colors in space. I will show some to you. Neptune, planet 8, is a beautiful blue. We have seen all the planets. Now here is a trick to remember their names and remember them quick. Say, Mallory, Valerie, Emily, Mickles just saved up 999 nickels. The first letter of each of these words is the same as the first letter in each of the planets you name. All right, guys, this is confusing. I'm going to say it again. Mallory, Valerie, Emily, Mickles just saved up 999 nickels. Okay? The first letter of each of these words, so the first letter, which is MVEMJSUNN. The first letter of these words is the same as the first letter in each of the planets you name. So M is for Mercury, V, Venus, E, Earth, M, Mars, J, Juniper, S, Saturn, U, Uranus, N, Neptune. Okay? You'll have to watch this video a couple times to get that, but I'm going to go over it one more time. Mallory, Valerie, Emily, Mickles just saved up 999 nickels. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Now here's a game you can play in the skies. Connect on the stars you can see with your eyes. So if you go out at night and you start to collect and connect all the stars, you can make different patterns and different shapes. You can make a Great Bear, Orion, you can do a lion, you can do a bull. Constellations, okay? A dog, the Great Bear, Leo the lion, Taurus the bull, and a hunter, Orion. Okay, so when you go out at night, you can connect them with your eyes and you can look for different shapes. Okay? A star in the sky may look small like a dot, but it's really a big glowing ball, and it's hot. And there's one star by far that's our favorite one. We can't live without it. The star called the sun. Did you know that the sun is a star? I didn't know that till I was a little older. But really, the sun is a star. From the Earth, it looks big. There is one reason why. It's the closest to Earth of the stars in the sky. But be careful and never look right at the sun. Your eyes would get hurt, and that would not be fun. How big is the sun? We just heard right this minute. 1 million of our Earths could all fit right in it. Wow, that's huge. Oh, look at the time. We must go very soon. But first we must take a quick look at the moon. The moon does not shine in the sky in the night, but like a big mirror, reflects the sun's light. So that's what happens. The moon doesn't really shine, but the moon does reflect the sun, so it makes it look like it's shining. Astronauts flew to the moon to explore a place no one had ever been to before. They walked on the moon and then drove all over in a special moon car called a lunar rover. An astronomer studies what's up in the sky. Thing too wants to be one. In fact, so do I. The universe is a mysterious place. We are only just learning what happens in space. So I brought you a present to look in the sky. Just put this telescope up to your eye. Oh dear, I must go, fly back up to the stars and take things 1 and 2 out to dinner on Mars. But there's lots to discover, and it might be you who looks up in the sky and finds something that's new. Oh, that would be funny if we saw that up in the sky. The end. But I am going to read you this, okay? This is a glossary. It's like a dictionary, and I'm going to read you, okay, the words. Some of the words you probably didn't know, or maybe you did, and I'm going to go over them, okay? An astronaut. An astronaut is a person who pilots a spacecraft or works in space. An astronomer is a person who studies the planets, stars, sun, moon, and other celestial bodies. Constellation is a group of stars that form a pattern in the sky that looks like a picture. Remember I said to look up at the stars and see the shapes? That's called a constellation. Okay? The lunar rover. Do you remember what that was? The lunar rover. That was the vehicle used by the astronauts to explore the surface of the moon. The satellite, that's a natural or man-made object that moves around a planet. The solar system, the sun and all the planets that move around it are called the solar system. The telescope, that's an instrument that uses lenses to make faraway objects appear closer. So we can use a telescope on Earth to look far away at the planets. And the universe, everything that exists, including the Earth, the planets, the stars, and all the space, is the universe. Okay? I hope you liked the book. The end. Okay, kids, thank you for joining me for Poppy Time today. I hope you liked the book. I did. Today was just a learning book about space. There is so much to learn. I don't really even know that much because there is a lot. Today, we just learned a little bit. We learned about the planets, but there's so much more. I hope you liked it. So if you want to learn more, actually subscribe and tell me what you want to learn about the books, okay? We could learn, we could read fun books, but today's was about learning about the planets with Thing 1 and Thing 2. Also, let me know if you think you'd like to go to space. I think I'd be afraid, to be honest. That's just me. But maybe some of you want to be astronauts, and that would be cool. And maybe if you become an astronaut, you could write me a letter and let me know all about it, okay? And you know what? I'll see you later. Bye.